It's been 15 whole years since Allison De Laurentiis disappeared on us.
Hello? You're currently on the phone with Kacey K. Yep, that's me.
Good morning, everybody. It is not morning for me because it is Friday afternoon. I finally am ahead of the curve. So let's see. Is it ahead of the curve or ahead of the curb? I think it's curve. Yeah, I am actually following through on my promise to myself and to you guys that I'm recording earlier. And I feel like I have more energy. I like getting up early. Although it has been harder for me. I don't know why. I really, truly don't know why. I'm just like, my body is just shot from all the caffeine I drink, which is quite funny because caffeine literally doesn't do anything for me. I know people are like, well, you're just so used to it. I'm like, no, it really has never done anything for me. Really. Like, I've never been one of those kids, when parents are like, you can't have that because you won't go to sleep at night. No, not me. I really never got sugar rushes, sugar highs. I mean, maybe I did every now and then, but like I knew kids in my class that the parents were like, they cannot have sugar. Like, do not give them sugar. At sleepovers, they can't have sugar. You know what I mean? Because they just get wound up and stuff. I'm like, that was never me. I'm just a lethargic boy. I'm just a tired boy. But I do think that it probably is not good for my adrenal glands. And to that I say, Alani, please make a non-caffeinated drink. Because I'm not even a soda person. Soda for me is Sprite. That's it. And I rarely even have it. But there's nothing like a fresh, crisp, cold Sprite, especially from Disneyland. That or McDonald's. But sometimes it does taste weird. I'm like, this doesn't taste like Sprite. It tastes like something else. It's almost like when you've had something too much and it just doesn't hit the same, Like you've just overdone it. And that's kind of what Alani's doing for me. It doesn't sit well with my stomach either. My stomach does not like Alani, but I realize it's when I eat and drink Alani at the same time. If I just drink Alani on their own, then it's good. But I don't like Alani just on its own. I like it with, as we all know, my Ritz peanut butter crackers. But I can't even eat those anymore because I'm on this diet. No, I shouldn't call it a diet because people will get concerned. It's a health eating plan. And trust me, I'm getting enough food, even though people don't think I am. I made a joke the other day on my. I posted on TikTok too, and my story on Instagram. I never know when to post on which, but I'm like, I know people like this on my Instagram story, and more people. Well, that's not true. More people I know will see it on Instagram, but a lot of people on Instagram aren't following me on TikTok. And I'm like, but they would enjoy this. So anyway, I made a joke. I was like, I thought about eating dinner tonight, so instead I made myself run 5 miles. And my friend Mallory's like, oh, that's terrible. You need to eat. I'm like, I've been eating all day. My window to eat is 6 to 2, and I eat plenty in those time frame. I eat 180 grams of protein in those 8 hours of eating. I'm like, I promise you, I'm okay. But yesterday I did not because I went to the lake yesterday. And if you have not seen my TikTok about me trying to read my magazine on the beach, you should go look for it. It's on my main TikTok page. I was so mad because I was like, I'm going to take my notes. Of course, I didn't do that. I feel like I'm better at kind of winging it sometimes. When I have too many notes, I get too, scripty, Like, it just seems too scripted. And a lot of times I don't even, need the full notes that I take. I just need, a little reminder, and then I just remember what I want to say anyway. So, anyway, tangent. But I went to Deer Creek Reservoir, and I've driven past that lake thousands of times because my family takes the sheep and the cows up in the Strawberry area and Lake Creek above Heber in the summertime. And so I pretty much grew up in those mountains. People are like, why don't you like camping? I'm like, because I grew up camping. And not even camping, I had to work. It wasn't like a relaxing thing. We had to go and move the animals and make sure the fences were up and take herder or take groceries to the people that watch the sheep herders. Like we were on the most desolate of roads and we had to go like 1 mile an hour because they were so bad. And I'm like, I'm just done. I don't like camping, and we'd be up there for like weeks at a time, and I just don't get it. But my mom's like, why don't you like it? I love it. It's my favorite thing in the world. I'm like, all right, well then you do it. I don't want to. So anyway, that's why I don't like camping very much. Plus, camping is just work, work, work. It's not relaxing. You have to pack to go there. You have to clean and pack and buy all your groceries and make sure you have everything to go camping. Then you have to get there and unpack, set everything up, and clean, do whatever, get the campsite ready. And then you have to clean up and pack, and then you have to go home and unpack and clean up again. It's just work. It's not, I don't understand why people like camping. I really truly don't. Plus the campfire smoke, like it's just not worth it. I hate campfire smoke. I hate it so bad. I can't even tell you. It's ruined so many nights because it just follows me everywhere. I think it's a bad omen, isn't it? When campfire smoke follows you. Anyway, to get back to the story, we passed that lake thousands of times, I swear. And I'm like, I want to go there one day. And so we did yesterday. My cousins and my friend Isabel and her kids went. And it was really fun. It was very nice. There wasn't very many people there. We were kind of weren't sure how it was going to go because it was Juneteenth. And it's kind of like a newer... I'm pretty sure it's federal. Yeah, because banks and stuff were closed. But we weren't really sure if people were starting to celebrate it yet or what. I know some people celebrated it on Monday because they wanted a longer weekend, even though it would have made sense to do it on Friday, today. I wonder why they did it early. Anyway, that is not important. So there wasn't very many people there is what I'm getting at. And I paddleboarded for the first time. I got really cool pictures. My favorite drive view / drive, whatever, of all time is going down Provo Canyon. There's this one spot where the mountains just align perfectly, and it's just like mountain here, mountain in the back, mountain in the back of that. Like they just line up perfectly, all the little triangle peaks. It's just the prettiest drive, I swear. I love it so much. And what else did we do? I paddleboarded. I tried to read my magazine on the beach. It didn't go well. I'm glad I was going to get my Vanity Fair one. It's the one with Scarlett Johansson on it. And I'm like, I better just take the Time magazine one with David Beckham. And I'm glad I did because as soon as I opened the magazine, I started laughing. I was like, Isabel, you have to start recording me. And so she did. And the page ripped out of the book. Like it was perfect content. I was so happy. Then I went back home and got ready. And then I met my friend Mallory at Vessel Kitchen in Pleasant Grove, which I love. Vessel Kitchen is so good. They have a Utah bowl. I think I've already talked about this. But it's like sweet potatoes and like shredded chicken. And then they kind of do this on the slide. They're like, would you like to add a side of hummus and pita? And I thought it was like a addition, but like you didn't have to pay for it. Kind of like how for years and years and years I thought that Chili's chips and salsa were free, but my aunt had just been paying for them the whole time. But it's really good, and I know I don't like cold food, but that hummus was delicious. I don't even like hummus, and I tried it without even causing a scene, you guys, so I'm getting better. So we did that, and then I wanted to go... There was another house in the home show I really wanted to see, because I went with my mom and my aunt the night before, or a couple days before, and I didn't have time because I went on a walk with my friend Isabel to Bridal Veil Falls, which if you haven't done that, it's it's Provo Canyon. I'm telling you, Provo Canyon is so pretty. And so my mom and aunt were like, okay, well, we're going to go to some more. Which one should we go to? And I was like, go to 15. It's in Alpine. It's probably pretty cool. And they text me. They're like, that house was amazing. So I'm like, Mallory, do you want to go with me? And she's like, sure. And it was a really cool house. It reminded me of something that would be like the Incredible family would live in. And the garage... It was like up on the second... Well, it wasn't. It was like on the middle level, but it was still on top of the house. I don't know how to explain it, but they had windows all around it. And I'm like, that is so cool. That is like not something you see in Utah, but it was literally at the top of Alpine. Like I don't think they can build any higher. But I don't know. I could be wrong. They keep doing it, but I really don't think they could. And then I went to Strawberry Days. That is Pleasant Grove's festival that they have every year. Because I wanted to get this. Well, my aunt was running in the Slack, which is it's after the rodeo, and I really don't know the point of it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the point is, but you can enter to run, and it's not you're like not in the rodeo or anything. It's just a barrel race you can do. But last year I went and it was really fun. It was you guys. It was a perfect temperature last night because it was like 100 degrees in the day, and then at night it was just that warm summer breeze, and I'm like, oh, this is what life was meant to be. Summer nights at a rodeo ground. This warm breeze. It was like 10 p.m. It wasn't even tired. Didn't even faze me. But last year they had this really cool merch, and I'm like, maybe I should get that. I'm like, no, I won't. And I kicked myself every day since then because it was such a good merch. Whoever designed it did a really good job. So I'm like, okay, this time I'm going to do it. So it's, mind you, it's the first or second night of this event, and it goes till Saturday night, I think. And they're all sold out of pretty much everything. The shirt I wanted, they're completely sold out of. And the only other sizes they had were larges, which actually ended up working out well for me. So yeah, but it's a cool shirt. It's got Strawberry Days on it, and the lady's like, we actually bought all of the stock that this company had, so we had to find new shirts. Like, they're not making these anymore. I'm like, that sucks because these shirts are really good. They're really good quality. And then yeah, and then I went home, and now I'm here and back at my other house. Makes me sound like I own both of them. I own none of them, but I'm at my other place of residence in my little podcast room recording for you guys. So I don't even know. I think I was just telling you about my life there for a minute. I don't know what else I was trying to get at. Tonight, I'm very excited. I went in and bought a pack of cigarettes because I'm going to a white trash themed birthday party tonight. It's like a housewarming / birthday party, and it's in Daybreak, which I think is hilarious because Daybreak doesn't usually have that clientele. I don't know if it's offensive. Is that offensive to call people white trash? I mean, maybe I'll just stop there. I'm not going to say anything more, but I think I've lived experiences of white trashness. So it's, what do they say? My culture is not your costume. Well, tonight it is, honey. But I went in the gas station and I was like, I need a pack of the cheapest cigarettes that you have. And he's like, okay. And I felt like so awkward. You know, like when you haven't done something before and you're like, they're going to know I've never done this before. They're going to know, like, I don't smoke. They're going to know this. They're going to know, like, I'm nervous. I'm like, who? No, they don't care. He's like, well, it's going to be this or this. I was like, actually, can you give me just those Camel ones? He's like, these definitely aren't the cheapest. I'm like, that's okay. That's just name brand. Even when it comes to cigarettes, you guys, I have to have name brand. And the fact that they're going to go right in the trash is hilarious. But I'm going to my friend Isabel's like, you should put a cigarette behind your ear. I'm like, perfect. That is a perfect idea. And then I'm going to put the cigarettes in my pocket. I wanted to get a can of Copenhagen, but I'm like, I'm not going to buy that. But if anyone has an empty can, I mean, no one's going to hear this by the time I need it, but I just want that ring, that's like in people's back pockets. I already have a shirt that's perfect for it. It's like a plaid button up with the sleeves cut off. I'm going to wear a wife beater underneath it. These, they really are ugly. These jean shorts that have rips and tears in them, but that I used to wear seriously, not even that long ago too. And then my cousin's like, do you still have your Timberlands? I was like, I do. She's like, you need to wear those. I'm like, perfect. And then I'm going to wear those sunglasses, those big gaudy ones. Oh, I remember I still have those other ones. Okay, this is all coming together perfectly. And then tomorrow, I'm just such a busy girl, like Tovlo would say. Tomorrow I'm going floating down the Weber River, which I've always wanted to do the Provo River, and I never have. But now I'm doing the Weber River, and I'm excited for that. And I'll just be in the Salt Lake area for... Me and my friend Mallory were looking at places to live yesterday. It's always... Oh, you're still not going to see it. See, this is so hard because I'm used to being able to tell you guys stuff, and you can look at it right away, but you can't. On my story currently... We were scrolling through pictures of like these houses, and I was like, oh, because me and Mallory used to work at the same furniture store. I'm like, oh, that's from this furniture store, and she's like, oh, it is. And she's like, wait a second. We stopped. We both look. There's just a gun sitting on the couch in this picture of this, like, of this staged house, like, trying to rent to people. I'm like, what is the point of that? I am so. Did they want to do it as a joke? Because if they did, that's hilarious. But are they like trying to say something like this house is protected? Because it's like they're like basement apartments and stuff we're looking at. Like this house is protected. Don't worry. Or if you live here, you better behave because we have a gun. Like there's just so many questions I had, but we were both just like, oh, what is that? Anyway, so yeah, that is my plan for the rest of the week. And I think that's it. I think I've caught you up on all the stuff. My friend Mackenzie has an Etsy shop. It's called the Jensen Intention, and she's actually making me a custom, well, two custom Katy Perry shirts for my concert coming up. I'm really, really excited. So, the friends I'm going with are the friends that I met at the Las Vegas show. And they're like, please just come to Anaheim. Come to the Anaheim show and we'll go to Disneyland. I'm like, God, this is just right up my alley. Katy Perry, California, Disneyland. Okay, why not? So I found a really good deal on a flight. I'm only taking a backpack, you guys. Like, I'm really scared. Who's scared here? Raise your hand. I am. Because if you know me, I don't pack light well. So I'm going to have to. But I am tired. Oh, this is another thing I'm going to go on the I've Had It podcast. I've had it with people calling it budget airlines. There is nothing budget about these airlines. Nothing. Nada. I'm sure I've ranted about this before. Yeah, the ticket starts out at $65, but to choose your seat is another $15. To add a carry-on is $35. Both ways. And you had to pick your seat both ways. I'm like, this is not budget. It's just as expensive as flying on Delta or other places. And on Delta, you get a free checked bag. So it doesn't, and a free carry-on. It doesn't make sense. Stop. That is false advertising. False to the max. That is not a budget airline. It's budget in the sense that you don't get snacks. Like, they don't even give you snacks, I don't think, on the way to California. If they do, I don't take them. But they don't have TVs in there. I will say Allegiant has roomier seats, but no. Budget in the sense for you, where you're not giving the customers, everything that Delta's giving them. Hang on, I'm taking a sip of my Alani. The chemicals going down my esophagus. Anyway, okay, so back to the shirts. So there's this picture that kind of circulates the internet every now and then. And it's this pillar. I'm just going to say it's the subway in New York because anytime I see an underground train, I just instantly think of New York, even though I know other cities have them. But on the pillar, someone has taken Sharpie and wrote, Katy Perry, no, money is fake, Katy Perry is forever. And it kind of just like comes up on Twitter every now and then. I'm like, I just love this picture. And I'm like, I want a custom shirt because we're in the pit, as usual. And a lot of people dress up, like they make costumes based off of her past music videos, based off of her past albums, off even like stuff she wears on the tour now. And they take pictures and post it on Katy Perry Universe. And I'm like, I want to get on Katy Perry Universe, but I don't want to dress up like that. So I'm like, I'm going to make this shirt because people are going to know what I'm talking about. All the Katy Cat fans are going to know what I'm talking about. And it's so cool. Plus I have this picture saved. It's from her VMA performance when she got the Vanguard Award last year. And all you see is her silhouette, and behind it's like this background of like, it's not a rainbow, but it's a bunch of different colors, and she's being lifted up with a harness thing, and she's kind of like limp, so her arms and her legs are like dangling. And on my Spotify, I have a playlist that's called Quite Possibly the Greatest Songs of All Time. Do you want to see what it is? Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, here it is. Quite Possibly the Greatest Songs of All Time. These are the songs that, whenever I hear them, I'm just like, oh, I love this song. And one of the ones that sparked the idea of this album is Just Dance by Lady Gaga. Any time I hear that song, I'm just like, oh, take me back. Here's some of them on this album that I'll read to you. Homemade Dynamite, the remix featuring Khalid, Post Malone, and SZA. Everyone says it's really random, and Yeah, it is. It is. But it's fantastic. 1965 by Zella Day is one of my favorite songs of all time. I don't know any of her other songs. Um, the one that got away, of course. Like a Prayer, Miley Cyrus version. Speechless, Lady Gaga. Angels Like You, Hate Me. We'll get into those a little bit later because Miley did an interview and it kind of makes me sad. But what else is on here? Alejandro by Lady Gaga. E.T., One Last Time, Someone Like You by Adele. Let's see, Nightingale by Demi Lovato. Two Most Wanted. Oh, I'll get to that too because they performed that. In Your Eyes remix with Doja Cat. Prima Donna. Are you kidding me? Prima Donna by Marina is quite possibly one of the greatest pop songs to ever exist. Video games, Born to Die, Nothing Breaks Like a Heart, Oops, I Did It Again. Fortnite, quite possibly one of the greatest songs of all time. See, that's why the album title is quite possibly one of the greatest songs of all time. And I know people will disagree with me, but I don't care. It's mine. Ghost by Katy Perry, Physical by Dua Lipa, We Can't Stop, Miley Cyrus. Where there was just one right here. Save Your Tears remix, Ariana Grande, absolutely. Hymn for the Weekend, if you're still sleeping on that song by Beyonce and Coldplay, you need to not. There's also a good remix of it that I have on my gym playlist, and it's just got a good beat. Hillside Boys, Kim Petras, Supernatural, Ariana Grande, Getaway Car, The Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani. Okay, I'll stop now. You're like, please stop talking. Anyway, so on the back of the shirt has that picture of her, and then she sent me. She's like, I just made this one as well because this template, this girl looks like Katy Perry, and her tour is called the Lifetimes Tour, and she's very clever. Mackenzie came up with this all by herself. I love it. I love that she did this. It says, in the next lifetime, I want to be Katy Perry, and it's that picture. It's like an animated drawing or whatever of what looks like Katy Perry to me, and I'm like, I love that. And on the back it says Lifetimes Tour. So yeah, that is something I'm very looking forward to. And anyway, should we get started on actual pop culture news? Okay. Okay, so the new Hunger Games is... I actually really want to read these. I know I say this a lot. I want to read this. I want to do this. But I really do want to read these books because I never have the Hunger Games ones. It is the... What is it? The Sunrise on the Reaping... Sunrise... Oh, yeah, here we go. Sunrise on the Reaping. So we got 2 additional cast members added to this... franchise, this thing, and it's Glenn Close, who Glenn Close is quite literally one of the greatest actors of all time. Someone did just a bunch of clips of her Cruella performance the other day on TikTok. She should have won an Oscar for that. Like, I know they didn't take it seriously because it was a Disney movie and it was like about 101 Dalmatians. She gave us the performance of a lifetime. I could also see her playing Miranda Priestley on Devil Wears Prada. Like, she just can do anything. And I love her. I love her so much. Her Instagram is so wholesome. Her and her dog, I think his name's Pippi. She's just like, will record herself. I think it's in Montana. Just doing normal things. And she's like, all right, I'm off to Paris Fashion Week. Or I'm off to Atlanta to start filming for this show. I'm like, I love you. I love you so much. Okay, so her and Billy Porter have been added to the cast. Billy Porter, he was in Pose, I think is what it was. What I know most from is from the Cinderella Amazon movie, which I will die on that hill. I love that movie, you guys. You know it. I love it. I can't believe it came out 4 years ago. Okay, he's known for Pose, which was a TV show from 2018 to 2021. There's only 23 episodes. That doesn't seem right. What else has he been in? He has been in 80 for Brady. He's been in a lot, but it's like things I don't know. He's in The Simpsons, just if you're wondering. Law and Order. Anastasia? Really? Character vocals for the 1997 Anastasia. That technically is now a Disney movie, but it wasn't originally. It's a Fox movie. It's one of the best princess Disney movies. I love it. And Rasputin used to give me nightmares. He is quite terrifying. He's really, really scary. Really, really scary. Oh, this just popped up. So this actress right here, she was in the White Lotus of this last season. She's one of the 3 friends that were there. Carrie Coon. I didn't realize how much she was in. But right now, Gilded Age season 3 is coming out, or is out maybe now, and I thought it was more like Bridgerton, which I think it kind of is, but it's in America. It's like the original wealthy families of America, and I'm like, oh, I could get behind that because I can understand what they're saying. But Carrie Coon, she's in it. I did not know that until I saw. When did I see? I saw an interview of her, and I was like, oh, she's in that. Okay, so you want to see what she's done? She's in a lot of stuff. The White Lotus, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, The Gilded Age, a lot more stuff. Ghostbusters Afterlife. She's the mom, FYI, on Ghostbusters. Avengers Endgame. She is that. I don't even know how to explain it. That alien thing that's like pretty close to Thanos, and she fights. It's that scene where they're fighting in like the jungle, kind of, and I think it's with Scarlett Johansson, and she starts to fight her alone. She's like, "You're brave for taking me on alone," or whatever, and like she's not alone. And the Scarlet Witch shows up, and the other ladies show up, and it's like a all female cast. I love it so much. Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. Oh, she hasn't been acting very long. Because the first thing she was in was 2011. The Playboy Club. I never heard of it. Yeah, The Post. Oh, wasn't that one about the newspaper? I always do. There's some movies you just like see and you're like, I forgot about that movie. Like I completely forgot about that movie. Yeah, The Post with Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. This was a big Oscar one, I think, one year. Steven Spielberg directed it. I forgot Sarah Paulson was in it. Why did I not see this? A cover-up spanning 4 U.S. presidents pushes the country's first female newspaper publisher and her editor to join an unprecedented battle between press and government. I love a battle against the hierarchy. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, Billy Porter. Anyway, him and Glenn Close are in the new Hunger Games, and I am here for it. Have we gone over this already? Kieran Culkin is Caesar Flickerman, aka Stanley Tucci. Maya Hawke is Wyrish. She's the one that's like TikTok, TikTok. Now, mind you, this is all before, so like these are younger versions of the characters. Ralph Fiennes, he's President Snow. I think I've already talked about this, you guys. I'm so sorry. He's Voldemort, just FYI. And yeah, I think that's it. I thought Elle Fanning was supposed to be in. Oh, there she is. Effie Trinket. She's the one that announces all of the tributes. Okay, I got this. I talked about this. Well, these 2 things actually, but this one too. On my TikTok, I'm trying to do kind of like nightly, at least 2 or 3 times a week, kind of updates of pop culture stuff on my TikTok, and they're kind of fun. I actually really like it. But I talked about this one. It was Skin by Kim is closing. And I text Catherine because I got this text message. It's like site closing sale, everything 40 to 50% off. I'm like, oh, interesting. That I've heard through the grapevine that the site wasn't doing well. Like that company, like Skims is a massive, massive success. And I heard Skin was not doing well, which is interesting because it was the new KKW Beauty, but she started with skincare first. And everyone's like, it's so expensive, it's so expensive. I'm like, yeah, but if anyone has access to the best skincare and will use it, some rich people don't give a shit, but Kim does, and she will try every new trend, every new product, every new doctor, you know what I mean? And so if there's anybody that's going to know about skincare, it's Kim. And she has like partnered with all these people to make this really good product. Mind you, it's not affordable at all. Like this night oil that I want really, really bad is $90 a bottle, and the bottle's tiny. Like it is so small. I had the pumpkin enzyme mask, which I like, but I don't dare use because it's very expensive. But then I remembered, I scrolled through the Instagram of them because there's nothing on Kim's page. She didn't say anything about it on her main page. And there was nothing about it on the skin page. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is so bizarre to me. And then I saw this other message, and I had forgotten about this. They posted about it, I don't even know when, like 6 months ago, maybe. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. It says, okay, it's the Skims logo at the top. It says, we're excited to announce Skims has acquired Skin by Kim. Enjoy your favorite skin essentials for a limited time as we prepare to relaunch under the Skims brand. For skin order questions, contact customer service at skinbykim.com. Follow at Skims for updates while we work to create something new. So basically, I don't think people were going to this website. I don't think they could get the traffic there, which is crazy. Like, Kim is very, very good at a lot of things, and if she can't get people to get to her site, that is wild. That is wild. So, my guess is that she is going to launch everything under one website, which is something she said she wanted to do anyway. After she rebranded, like or went back to just Kim Kardashian instead of Kim Kardashian West, she's like, I just want everything to be under one website. And then they didn't do that. So, but she had sold the company to Coty, I think, Coty, which is like a big, huge makeup and skincare brand. They're the ones that bought, was it half of Kylie's skin? And I'm pretty sure they did the same with Kim, but she purchased it back, I think probably with the leverage of Skims. And I think it's going to be much, much better because you can go to just one place and buy all of her products, which I wish she'd bring back KKW fragrance. I know it's going to be different now, not KKW, but I actually picked up, it was her first fragrance, not like the one she did a long time ago and her sisters got mad. It was like her first original fragrance in 2014. No. 15 or 16. And it's like the shape of a crystal. You guys, that is one of the best smelling things, just things in general, I've ever smelled in my life. It smells so good. I'm not going to use it because I don't want it to like run out. So anyway, there's just some updates on that. I don't know if any of you care, but I do. Sabrina Carpenter's album cover is causing quite the controversy. If you're not aware of it, the album is called Man's Best Friend, and it is coming out, I don't even know when. Is it July? I don't know when, but the album cover is of her on her hands and knees like a dog, and a guy like holding her hair like it's a leash. And people aren't really sure what to think of it. Yes, it does look very demeaning, but it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be satire. It's supposed to be, because the song that she came out with, Man Child, is the music video. There's a lot of contradictions to it. Like, in the song, she says that the men always chase her, but in the music video, she's always chasing the men. Also, there's a turtle in the music video, and then a bird, and she's referenced as the bird, and the man is the turtle, which is like crawling slow, going nowhere, and the bird could easily just fly away and go do whatever they want, but they're tethered to the turtle for some reason. And then she just keeps going with different guys. Like, she gets in a different car with the guys, and like apparently I haven't really seen the whole thing, just clips of it, but there's a city close by, and every time she gets close to it, she gets drugged back farther, and she could have just made it there by herself much quicker than if she was trying to rely on these guys. But people are like, it's taking women back so far, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not a woman, so I can't really say, but if that's how you feel, then for sure I don't agree with that. I think I don't know. Feminism is a weird thing because a lot of people are saying it's anti-feminism. I'm like, well, not really. Like, feminism, isn't it like letting women do what they want and wear what they want and say what they want and all this stuff? So if you're critiquing them on the stuff that they make, the art that they make, or the clothes that they wear, aren't you just basically trying to make it like you're agreeing that they should dress how the guys want them to dress? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, it's interesting to me that people are so upset about this. Because I don't think it's that bad. And I think Sabrina's just a girl that loves men. I really do. And she said this album is supposed to be like what she's been trying to do her whole career, and she's finally got a grasp on it. But, yeah. Anyway, those are just my opinions. I don't know if they made sense. I don't know if you guys care. When does this come out? Yeah, August 29th. That is my friend's birthday, right? So there's so many birthdays in August. My aunts, my cousins, my mom's best friend, my sisters, my first best friend. A lot of August birthdays. My dad's birthday's in August. My friend Micah's birthday's in August. There's just a lot of August birthdays. Okay. What's next? What is next? Noah Cyrus has announced a tour, and I will be going, even though I haven't got tickets yet. I'm going to go because Noah Cyrus makes music for just kind of sad, lonely people, aka moi. But some of her songs are very, very good. There was that interview with Miley Cyrus when she was on the Joe Rogan. I was gonna say Seth Rogen, the Joe Rogan podcast, and I think it was when her and Noah were kind of having a little tiff. But she's like, my sister just came out with this EP, and it's like the saddest thing you've ever heard, and I'm like, yeah, it is, but like she references Miley in it. She says my sister's. What'd she say? My sister's born like sunshine. I was born a rain cloud. I don't know, just like referencing her. But she has a new album coming out called "I Want My Loved Ones to Go With Me." I'm on the Spotify. Do you guys ever get on the Spotify desktop page? This is where you can see people what they're listening to in real time, like your friends that you're following. It's kind of fun. But the cover photo is of her in this forest with this really, really pretty white horse. Anyway, some of the songs I want to tell you about that I love is July. That one is fantastic. It has over 1 billion streams. Make Me Cry is like one of her original ones. Lonely. Oh, Lonely is so good. Where are all of the other ones? Let me see. Hang on. Oh, I Burned LA to the Ground, which is kind of ironic because of what happened to LA. Let's see. I Burned LA Down. Lonely. What's the other? There's one I'm missing. July, The End of Everything. I Got So High I Saw Jesus. That's one. Doesn't she sing that with Miley? It just says her on here. Young and Sad. That's the one I'm thinking of. She also has good like upbeat ones. Do you guys remember this one? All Falls Down. What's the trick? I wish I knew. I'm so done with me and you. When it all falls down. I'm singing it terribly, but that's how it is. Again, with XXX Tentacion, who somehow seems to be releasing music even though he's no longer with us. What else does she have on here? I think that's it. Anyway, she's going on tour. Tickets go on sale today, technically. Pre-sale was the other day. She's coming to Salt Lake. Finally, someone's coming to Salt Lake. Also, did I tell you I got my Marina ticket? She's coming to Salt Lake too. I'm very excited. Okay, this one's really sad. Eric Dane, he is from... He's not McDreamy. What is he from? Grey's Anatomy. He's the one that has ALS, and he's... I don't know if the interview's out yet, but he's talking to Diane Sawyer. And basically he says, I've lost all function of my right hand or left hand, and I'm starting to feel it in my left hand, and he got really emotional. He's like, it's not fair because my dad died when I was young, and now my girls are probably not going to have a dad. I'm like, oh, that just goes to show you that life is just unpredictable and very fragile. And I don't know, I've kind of become more in this mentality this in the last year. Like, I'm broke. Like, I know people see this life that I live, which isn't like, I'm not trying to say it's like this lavish, extravagant life, but I am always doing something. Whether it's hanging out with friends, going on a walk, whether it's going to concerts, whether it's going to amusement parks, whether it's going rafting or tubing down a river, going out with my friends to the bars. Like, I just don't want to look back on my life, because even right now, like, I don't really talk about politics, but our world is so messed up. Like, I don't have a hope really right now of ever buying a house, which is something I've always wanted, like, forever and ever, and I have no hope for it now. Like, there's no light at the end of the tunnel for me on that. There's no light on the end of the tunnel for me having a 401k, a retirement, but I'm not going to look back on my life when I'm, 70, 65, 70, 80, and think, God, I'm so glad I stayed in and didn't do anything. I'm so glad I stayed in and when all my friends were going out. I'm so glad. I'm not saying you have to go out and spend massive amounts of money every time you go out. You can figure out ways to, stretch a penny, stretch a dollar, still have fun with your friends, still, do the bare minimum, but be with them, still go on vacations. Like, there are ways to do it. And there's no, what am I trying to say? There's no guarantee that I'm going to get to the end of my life and I'm going to be successful. So I would rather have had fun along the way than stress and worry and do nothing fun. Does that make sense? I'm not gonna not live a fun life, is what I'm saying. Plus, like in my mid-20s, I was just in a funk, like a depressive. Well, I was just depressed. That's the whole point. And I didn't do much. I didn't want my picture taken because I gained 40, 50 pounds. I didn't want to go out. I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel good. I felt gross. I just wanted to sleep all the time. I just didn't do much. And so I feel like I wasted a lot of my 20s, and it makes me really, really sad. So now I'm not going to do that. I am going to. What was I talking about? Oh, Eric Dane. Okay. I'm going to have fun. And I also saw this TikTok the other day, and this girl is like, I just kind of started living my life kind of the way I wanted it. She's like, realistically, but a little bit delusional. She said, I just started doing things I wanted to do, and the money started like flowing. Like, I found the money somewhere, and I found ways to make money. I found ways to support the life that I wanted to start living. And that's kind of what prompted me to start looking for places to live up in the Salt Lake area, because it's something I've been thinking about for a while, but I'm just like, I can't afford that. I can't do that. But I'm like, but if I keep saying that, I'm always going to say that. I'll find a way to make the money. And like I said, I'm going to make it, I'm not going to live in this, huge mansion. It's going to be probably a basement apartment or something, like that, which is fine. I don't care. I would rather have a place to just go and leave my stuff and, relax and whatever, have my own space, and then go out and do fun things with my friends. Like, I don't need something big, but I kind of have subscribed to that mentality lately. Like, I'll find the money. I'll find a way to make it. I'm not above getting another job. I'm not above whatever. I'm not above working harder on TikTok to start making money that way. Like, I feel like you just need little jumps to kick, just to get yourself rolling. To get you, like, if you're always just standing on the edge, like, oh, should I do it? Should I do it? I don't know. Like, what if this happens? What if this happens? Well, deal with it then. So back to Eric Dane, like, he's lived a very good life. He has a very successful career and obviously all that stuff. But I mean, look at him now. Like, it just happened so quickly. He has ALS. I don't know if I said that, but it's just sad. It's just really, really sad to think about. And I hope he's okay. This is sad. The Food Network star Anne Burrell passed away, and she's the one that had kind of that funky haircut, kind of like a pink haircut. She's on Worst Cooks in America, but she was only 55 and she died. Said Anne Burnell's tragic passing at 55 has shaken the culinary world, and now a close friend is opening up about the private struggle she faced behind the scenes. Celebrity chef Duff Goldman, one of Burrell's longtime Food Network colleagues, revealed that despite her upbeat public image, Anne had been quietly dealing with emotional challenges. His remarks come as new details emerge about the beloved chef's final days, adding depth to the heartbreak surrounded her untimely death. Oh, that's really sad. She was really happy and so nice and kind and upbeat. You really just don't know. On Thursday, June 19th, the 50-year-old took to Instagram with a picture of himself and the late chef alongside a lengthy emotional caption. I've written and rewritten this post many times in the past 24 hours, and I just don't know what to say, he began. Goldman revealed that Burnell was going through a tough time back then, and he baked her a cake to lift her spirits. The words inscribed on the cake read, "Don't let the bastards win." He noted that she never did. The Food Network star recalled their complex relationship and mentioned how their last conversation before drifting apart was a passionate debate about catfish. I'm guessing it's the food. I believe the words "trash fish" "tastes like mud" and "cake boy" were used. Let's see. I was in a gala in New York City with my wife and my daughter, and I took Josephine out to the lobby to give her a break from sitting on a table against listening to speeches. We were playing with the marble columns, and we rounded the corner and saw Anne. Goldman said the TV personality revealed that he and Burnell chatted after years of not speaking. Though he didn't share specifics of their conversation, Goldman said, "It left my heart lifted and full of light, making it clear that the secrets of restaurant chef star had found happiness and love." I don't know if he's talking about himself or her. This is a long thing. Details of Burrell's death. Should we just get to that? I'm sorry. Anne Burrell was found dead in her Brooklyn home on the morning of June 17th. Her husband, Stuart Claxton, discovered her unresponsive in the oh my God, sorry you guys, in the shower, and called 911 to report cardiac arrest. Emergency medical services arrived and pronounced her dead at the scene approximately 7:50 a.m. Oh. Burnell was found unconscious and unresponsive, and investigators reportedly discovered a large quantity of unidentified pills near her body. The medical examiner has not yet released an official cause of death, and no foul play has been confirmed. That's really sad. Yeah, it's really weird when, especially young people, like, I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's move on to something a little bit more lighthearted. Megan Fox's baby's name, I didn't even know she had it. I actually was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, she's still pregnant. She is, and the baby is a little. Ooh, I actually don't know. I thought at first when I read this that it was a little girl. I thought it said Sage, but that is incorrect. Megan Fox baby. Megan Fox had a baby with Machine Gun Kelly. Yes, okay, it is a girl. You guys ready for this name? Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly's baby girl name is Saga Blade Fox Baker. The name Saga is said to be inspired by Norse mythology, referencing the god of storytelling. Machine Gun Kelly, whose real name is Colson Baker, revealed the name on June 17th on an Instagram post. He also mentioned that he was inspired by the name Blade for the middle name. Inspired by what? Anyway, I thought they were not together anymore. I mean, I guess they don't have to be, but it sounds like they are. I don't know, but Megan Fox is really into mythology, astrology, all that kind of stuff. So it makes kind of sense why she would name the baby that, but I don't know. Lorde has a new single. I was actually supposed to listen to it today. I did not. Called Hammer. She said it's about horniness and loneliness. So I don't know. I don't. I'm just gonna say it now. I don't think I'm gonna like this new album based on the songs that have come out. Because people are already mad. The album's only 35 minutes long. People are like, we waited 4 years for a 35-minute album. And I'm like, yeah, unfortunately we did. Benson Boone's album is out now. He actually has a music video, and it's pretty clever. Like, it's him. It starts out with him walking into an office of his agent, and behind it is like a neon sign that says Industry Plant Records. And if you're not sure what an industry plant is, that's what people say. Like people have said about Billie Eilish, which I think is they've, defunct. Is that right? Debunked that myth now because she is very talented and has a huge, massive following. Her, like, Doja Cat, Benson Boone, like, just these stars that come out of nowhere and they're already so popular. And it's like industries create these pop stars and then market them like crazy to make money. And he comes and sits down at the desk, and on Benson's shirt it says "One Hit Wonder," and the agent's like, "Benson, bad news. we spent all our money on Moonbeam ice cream. Sales are slumping. You owe us $10 million. And so basically, it's him like the whole music video is pretty much a thirst trap. Like he's washing a car, he's mowing the lawn, he's like in a skin tight outfit dancing. But this filmed in Utah. I'm like, I know Utah when I see it. Those are some Utah mountains right there. Anyway, but it's basically him just kind of making fun of himself. Like he reads the comments on TikTok and on Instagram. Like I love when artists do that. I love when they pay attention and when they can make jokes of it and stuff. Because obviously it's not fun to see that stuff like talked about you. You know what I mean? Especially with people you don't know or people that don't know you really. But the album's pretty good. I will say it's not really one I'm going to go back to a lot, but I will say Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else is very, very good. I like Mystical Magical, okay? Sue me. Don't, because you won't get any money, but sue me. It's just fun. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. What does it say? Moonbeam, ice cream, what does it say? Taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies. Like, what? Like, what does that even mean? I don't even understand. But it's just fun. It's a fun song, and I don't understand why people are so upset about it. But yeah, speaking of that, he has a cookie coming out with Crumble, and it looks interesting. It's called the Moonbeam Cookie, and I think it has like notes of lemon, from what I've heard, lemon and raspberry and like a chocolate base. It sounds weird, but I'm obviously gonna get it. I have to. Like, there's just no other choice. It says Crumble, Benson Boone, Moonbeam Ice Cream Cookie. Available June 23rd through 28th while supplies last. Trust. I will be trying. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that. I love when people partner, like companies and stuff like that partner together. Like, Crumble's really good at it. I wish they'd do it more. I'm surprised they didn't do it for How to Train Your Dragon. I'm surprised they didn't do it for... There was one other movie I was surprised... I hope they do it for Jurassic Park. I really, really do. That would be a good collaboration. I'm telling you that Beetlejuice cake was so good. Mind you, it was like 10 zillion calories. What else? The Willy Wonka cookie. Oh, are you kidding me? My mouth's watering. The Kardashian cookies, they're still in my freezer right now. I need to get them out and eat them. But I'm like, I can't eat them. They're too many calories. Also, I just want to say the crumble cookie hate is so forced. Like, I've seen videos on TikTok of, like, there's this one guy who has a big following. And he did this one video. He's just, like, constantly bashing on crumble. He's like, this is what Americans have been going on about. I'm like, yeah, like, okay, if you don't like the cookies, you don't like the cookies. I mean, I know people are just doing it for clout because the video had 400,000 likes. And I'm like, okay, well, there's still... It's just so interesting, isn't it? Like, how that works. Like, so many people hate the Kardashians, but they're billionaires. So it's just like the hate comes through more than the love. And I think the hate most of the time is fake because I think so many people will say, oh yeah, I hate the Kardashians, but then they're on the Skims website, you know? Or they're watching the show. Like, I don't understand jumping on bandwagons of hating things just to hate them. Like, if you truly don't like something, okay, go for it, king. But if you're just, like, hating on something to hate on it, like, there's this one lady, and I'm not trying to be mean or stereotype, but she looks like she enjoys a lot of cookies. I'm just going to say it like that. And she tried the Kardashian cookies. And she took one bite of each cookie, and before she could even chew, she was already like, oh, this is disgusting, like throwing the cookie down in the box, like, oh, this is awful, you call this a cookie, Kris Jenner, you call this... I'm like, you're not even trying it, like, you're just doing this for clout, and it's so annoying. It really, truly is so annoying. You're not even giving it a chance, and it's not funny. Like, to me, it's like, you're not funny to me, you're not entertaining to me, you're actually super annoying, and I never want to see you again. That's how I feel about it. So, I don't know, just the whole hate. But then, like, to get back to my point, Crumble's massive. Crumble was up for a $2 billion sale in January. Like, I don't think it's going to go through or whatever. I don't think they're going to do it. But obviously they're doing something right. to think of that again, I went to the Crumble Cookie House again in the Parade of Homes. This time there were signs everywhere that says no bags allowed. They had security everywhere in the house, and you had to check. You either leave your bag in the car or you had to check your bags at the door. And I'm like, that is really unfortunate because that means people have been stealing stuff. Because when we went the first day, it wasn't like that. And I'm like, that's really unfortunate because in his house, it's all stuff he has curated and bought and sought out and kind of just been collecting for this house that he's building. And I'm like, and people, because a lot of the other houses are just staged by companies, so it's not like if they steal it, yeah, that's annoying, but it's not anything personal, it's not anything sentimental. This in his house was very sentimental stuff, and I'm like, that's sad, and it's sad that people feel the need or feel the entitlement to take other people's stuff. No, it doesn't matter how rich someone is. That's their stuff. I don't know. It just bugs me. Anyway, I think that's it for me, fam. I'm going to record my Patreon. Oh, I didn't even get to the... Sorry, I'll add this in. Pretty Little Liars is 15 years old now. That show, I think it's one of those ones you try to watch back and you just can't do it. Kind of like Gossip Girl. I tried to watch an episode of Gossip Girl the other day and I'm like, this is so bad. But when I was watching it in real time, it was the coolest thing in the entire world. It was the best show on television. And that's kind of how Pretty Little Liars is. It's just so dramatic and cheesy and unrealistic. Which I know it's not to be realistic, but it's just really, I don't know. I want to live a life like they do in these shows. They all have different outfits every day. They're all done up to the nines. And they have unlimited amounts of time. They're at a coffee shop doing their homework. And then they're at a school dance. And then they're at their friend's house. And then they're stalking somebody. And then, they just have all the time in the world. And I would love that. Same with Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff. She goes to work in the morning. Her sisters go to swim class in the morning. Then she goes to school. And then after school, she goes back to work. Then she goes to the dance. She plays softball. She has so much time. I'm like, this is the kind of day I want. With many hours and not to be tired. So yeah, anyway, if you want to go back and watch Pretty Little Liars, let me know how it is. But I don't think I'll ever watch that show again. I don't think I can, honestly. Anyway, that's it for me. I will see you next time. Thank you for listening. If you are wanting more content, please subscribe to my Patreon page. It's $5 a month, and you get 2 extra episodes per month. It's the first day of summer is tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. Enjoy yourself. Go live your life. Go do something fun. Don't be a penny pincher for everything. Be responsible, but don't live a boring life. I'll end on that. Okay, bye.